Welcome back, everybody. Hope you're having a phenomenal day so far. This is your boy Nick, aka Senseless Streamer, going to be looking at a new game known as Purge Outbreak. This was made by the likes of Microlith Games, who have never really made a foray into any kind of first-person games, and of course they came through with a first-person zombie shooter game, which already just sounds phenomenal. First off, again, for all of you PC gamers like myself who actually care, take a look at the video settings. Video settings don't seem too shabby. We've got a decent number of options. Really, these don't ever affect me too much per se. It's all coming down to how it performs. Based on the fact that I have not touched any of these settings yet, and I have a GTX 970, which is admittedly a little bit of a slower GPU nowadays. But for an indie game, I'm a little concerned about everything being turned so low. That leads me to believe that we're going to have some pretty bad FPS. So off the bat, we have two separate options in this game in regards to different game modes. You have Horde and you have Survive. Two very basic options in this day and age. It is funny to see both of them kind of coupled. Okay, one of the difficulty levels is Suicidal. We're going to hold off on that one. Let's stick with Normal. Yeah, and the leaderboard is not loadable. This game did come out on the 13th. I am currently recording this on the 14th. So we should have had one day. I presume this is going to be a fly-through of the map. Off the bat, it does not look too awful. There's a very large lack of anti-aliasing. Again, I'm assuming that's based off of my settings in particular. You know, and truthfully, and somebody's going to crucify me for saying something like this, it's probably not the most educated response, but this actually, off the bat, reminds me of Contagion, which, while admittedly was a pretty middling game for a lot of people, I actually had a good amount of enjoyment out of it. It was definitely a little more of a survival multiplayer game, and it was actually released at the time where that was still kind of far and few between. Again, the level design, I mean, there's no real level design per se, there's no sense of linear progression, which is okay, but when you, I don't know, something about that rubbed me the wrong way about having Horde and Survival being two separate types of games, you know, two different types of gameplay styles, I guess, and presenting them as both as if they were radically different, where, again, it literally has waves listed in the top. Alright, now, I have stuck with the pistol for now because I can't seem to be able to find anything else. Let's quickly hop upstairs. Oh, there we go. Figured it out. Okay. So you start out of the game, from the looks of it, with an Uzi, a pistol, and a knife. And the crawling is a little bit odd. Shit. Okay. It is a little bit frustrating how far away they can hit. The sound design, truthfully, is just complete. Oh, he's still alive. Okay, got it. Truthfully, I'm not even going to lie to you. I was expecting a little more based off of the first glance. It actually comes across with a pretty polished look. Now, how much of that is, you know, pre-bought assets, that is yet to be determined. Okay, and I guess we go to the next level. Definitely a little more atmospheric. I like some of the use of the lighting here, and I do like the fact that they kind of do a fly-through of the whole map. This is definitely a game that I can tell I'm going to have difficulties with, but I feel, truthfully, not for a good reason. Oh, Jesus Christ, that actually scared the fuck out of me. In terms of just the fluidity of the controls, it definitely resembles a lot of Unreal Engine, say, templates or, you know, very simple games that I've played, where it looks decent and it controls pretty well, like it's very fluid, and that's about it. Maybe that'll change. Maybe this was in fact a Unity game. I have not taken a look into the Unity engine recently, and I was aware that they made a few different changes to it, and some may be for the best. Okay, and now we have the same map from last game, and it's just going to be at dusk. Okay. So it's 10 zombies in the first wave. Let's quickly cop that. We'll swap it out for the regular pistol. I still have yet to try out the melee, so I think I will do so next. The slow motion is incredibly confusing. I would have much preferred if they had toggled it to a key binding so you could in fact trigger it yourself.
Killing spree.
Something like that actually feels pretty good, where you're able to get 3 zombies and a katana, and I am sold. Let's see how that...
Frenzy.
Definitely a little cheap. You can kind of see that... I don't know, there doesn't feel like any genuine slicing involved. And that's such an unnecessary thing for me to point out. I'm more just bringing it up due to the fact that there are, again, plenty of other games doing this and doing it in just a much better fashion. My immediate go-to would be something like, say, Killing Floor 2, even Killing Floor 1. I feel bad because this isn't a poor game by any stretch of the imagination. It's just incredibly uninspired. It's boring from my perspective. Maybe I'm not the right kind of person about this. I've never been a huge fan of horde modes in any game. Ones where it's just an onslaught of zombies. I like some semblance of progression. And again, if I did want to play a game that had, again, oh, let's try the grenade out really quickly. See how that works out. It's just, oh, okay. Yeah, the game just froze for a second there. I don't know if that was actually captured. Don't know why. I wasn't doing anything out of the ordinary. So obviously there's a few technical glitches inbound. So this game is $13.49, and that's on sale. Regular price for this game, they are requesting $15. Yeah, for $15, this is kind of a laugh. They're having a laugh. There's no way to describe it otherwise. I'm gonna check out the rest of the levels. This is the next level. I don't even recall the name, it just kind of jumped me right into it. Obviously, it's presumably more of an office level, say maybe a police station. For $5, I could see this being something you'd pick up, maybe play for an hour, and then put it down and never think of it again. There's no reason. There's no multiplayer, anything like that, so even if you wanted to drag a friend into this, and why would you? That's not fun for your friend, that's not fun for you. This makes no sense. Now, just because I have everything on low, just for anybody out there, again, I have a GTX 970. I'm going to turn everything up. We're going to take a look at what the game looks like, and there's an animation quality. That I've never heard of before. So let's give that a whirl. Custom. Bloom effect is on. We'll go TAA, ambient occlusion, volumetric lights. I'm just going to turn everything up and we're going to see exactly how that is, how that affects the game in regards to its look. So, oh my god. So I don't know if you're able to see this. Quickly watch the character's hand. I don't know if it's being picked up, but there is it's almost like what would you call that? I know there's an acid term for it. Trailing. There's trailing. I don't have anything turned on, say, I turned off motion blur. There is no difference in quality that I can see at the very least. So I don't know what to say. Alright, so that was an incredibly quick look at Dead Purge Outbreak. It could have been quicker. That was me playing every game mode with every map. So there are multiple reasons behind that. Not just my lack of interest in the game itself. I actually looked at pretty much all that the game had to offer. And it's just, overall, a game I highly would not recommend. I've said it before in this video itself. I will say it again. Dead Rising, Dead Rising 2, those are, in terms of zombie horde games, top tier. So, once again, thank you so much for watching. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, thumbs down, and let me know why in the comments. Feel free to also follow me on Twitch. I stream Sundays through Thursdays. Subscribe to see more videos like this. And once again, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Take care.